Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. In the last part, we headed into this cave in Mount Gagazet, and we actually started the swimming portion of the game, and it's actually quite pretty. I love the way these like little shell formations look. I just realized there's a branching path there that I missed. Really and truly, the enemies here, I'm pretty sure they're the same ones that we've seen previously, so it's not going to be that big a deal. I think we've seen that one, that Achelous, and I think we've seen that one, the Splasher, before. I'll just see if, like, Riku isn't able to hit them. Well, that's very useful. Splasher captured. I might as well capture them. Are they weak against fire? Apparently not. I'll have to switch to some other ball. Maybe we didn't see those. Maybe what we saw were, yeah, fire does half damage. Electricity does it. That's strange that electricity does like 1.5 damage when they're kind of like an electric-y looking thing. There we go. Riku's actually quite useful for taking these things out, because she does like enough damage. It's one of the few places where you'll see Riku do enough damage to be useful as a player. And what weapons do I have here? I think lightning is the only one that I... Ooh, no, I have lightning strike. I know I remembered that I did that because I sold like quite a lot of weapons off screen at one point. And I remembered that I made sure to try and keep weapons for Waka that had like the different lightning strike and fire strike and all of those things, just because they're quite useful to have. Might as well just use... Do you know what I might as well do is I might as well use an Albed potion. Why not? I wish I had like enough money to... I wish I had enough money to have bought that thing. That chemist... that chemist ability, or that thing with the chemist ability off of Owaka's brother or whatever he is. I don't even know anymore. The Devastator, what the hell is that? Equip for Riku. Whatever, the Force Knuckles are better, I think. Oh, that branching path I wanted to go down. I think that's the one thing about this LP, compared to other LPs that I've done, is that I find that this LP makes it difficult to actually just talk about stuff that I want to talk about. Stole a grenade and killed it. Like I find this, like, because like either there's stuff going on, or you're in a battle, or you're cutting out a battle. There's so much stuff to explain. I find it actually quite difficult on this LP to actually get kind of a good train of thought going, which, like, for those of you guys who know my videos, that's normally exactly what I like to do. Like, normally I'm the guy who has like the... What the hell is going on here? Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Which, like, those of you guys who know my videos, which you do because you're watching one right now, know that normally I just kind of like to get these big discourses going, like just talk about random stuff. I'll do it on the 400 one. Couldn't steal anything, well that's a lot of help. I'm gonna make it a point to take out the 600 HP ones with Waka and Tidus, because Riku will probably be able to take out the other ones. The 400 HP ones and the 200 HP ones. Have to make sure to use an Albed potion in the next one. That it's in these situations like where, and actually like the water levels where you're forced to use Riku, Waka, and Tidus, they're so few and far between that you don't normally get the chance to actually explore how to actually do that very often. But it's in these sections that you do get the chance to just oh, that's what it is. There's this like Blitzball part. First trial of Gagazet. What is... This next is the mirror gate. It's even worse than the first gate. First trial of gag, is it? There's such a wind up on it, like why can't you just throw the ball? I hit it. Oh, there's like another thing rotating around inside it as well. So the next one, probably. No. That wind up is crazy. Just spend so much time. Okay, well, why did I go for it that time? I knew it wasn't going to hit. Try it on the next one. And again, you have to like go like really far in advance. So not this one, there's no point. The next one for sure. Nope. That would have been it as well. Actually, that would have been it. So it's that one I want to go for. And then I was too early. Yes, finally, Jesus. Took so long. Oh wait, no, it gave me a chest. Now I remember, this thing gives you stuff that you want to keep. A level 1 key sphere. I don't know what, there's like some chests in here that you get even better stuff out of as far as I remember. Or maybe it just depends on whether you get it on your first try or not, because that would be a bit of a jip, wouldn't it? I just barely had my toe in the water. These guys, we saw these guys before. Attacking me when I barely had my toe. My big toe dipped in the water. I'm definitely going hasting Waka the next time I have one of those battles with those big fish in it. Because it just takes so long. And Riku gets so many turns. She gets so many turns and she's like the least useful of them. Well, what the fuck do I do here? Do I go back to the others now that I'm after flipping that flip witch? It's another thing is the flip witch. That pioneer woman and the flip witch. Holy shit, hasting Waka made such a difference there, it's crazy. And there we go again. I started talking about something and I could tell a whole story about that flip witch thing. But as soon as I get started talking about something, it's like, well, there goes your chance to talk about the thing again, because there's another battle after starting. Or one of these characters here wants to talk about something. Do you know? Jeez, could you stop hurting on Riku here? I'm trying to use an Albed potion here. And that makes me think, like, wouldn't it be great to just do another LP where I actually get to do that? Because they've always been, like, some of my favorites are, like, the LPs where I just get to talk about stuff like Mario Galaxy or any of the Zelda games or Shenmue even or anything like that. Like, they've always been the games where I just get to talk about shit. Oh, another one of these things. Jesus. I figured out what to do with those behemoth things. Apparently you just oh, I can't do anything here yet. Apparently you just put them to sleep with Sleep Buster just before when they're going to have their turn. Then you can do what you want. You can do whatever you want. So yeah, as I say, like, sometimes then I think, oh, wouldn't it be good to like do a game where I get actually the chance to talk without being interrupted like this all the time. Oh, here's the other enemy, and ambushed, well, that's great, and you're just going to use Flare right off the bat. At least use it on the one character that's probably going to be able to withstand it. As far as I remember, what you want to do with these guys is you want to do break on them. Like, you need to use, like, you need to use that break thing or whatever, so really I think probably this one is I think using Auron's overdrive is probably the best way to go about it. Yeah, you better, you Mr. Blob, you. Mr. Pump. He's like the fat controller. Oh my god, my fingers don't work in this cold spring weather. That lousy Smarch weather. Because won't this inflict full break on him? Apparently not. Jesus. How useful was that? Not very.
Wow! Say, is that edible?
You wish. Oh no, it did. It did do it. So I can mug him now and steal star curtains. Yeah, so after that, this guy shouldn't put up too much of a fight. I can just attack him as regular. Lulu isn't going to be that useful because she doesn't know Flare herself. That's one thing that the Flan has on her. And he's not going to be that useful because of the fact that he... I wonder if you could silence him. That would be quite useful if you could. I need to capture this guy also. Don't forget, White Wind. Okay, well, fair enough. And Osmose. Yeah, whatever. Do your worst. Need to capture this thing as well. I'm not allowed to forget that. Okay, so what would probably be better is to defend once. Attack him once. Wait, no. I wanted to attack him with Orin. I'll attack him once with Orin. And see if I can... You stop doing that? Jesus. That'll probably kill him if I do that. Will it? No, it won't. That's actually perfect, even though he'll probably do that again. Stop doing that. Flan captured. Brilliant. Okay. So as far as I know, as far as I can tell anyway, that's technically all of the Mount Gagazet enemies. So I can't go this way yet. Why can't I go this way? What's wrong here? What's going on? It's probably the trial of Gagazet or some shit again. Ooh, Titus learned Energy Rain. That's, well, is that his last? No, I don't think that's his final overdrive. I don't think. I think there's like one more that he needs to learn, isn't there? The one where like one of the girls throws the blitz ball or some shit. So the arrow was telling me to go this way, so I guess I'll just do that. Oh, so now it'll, like, what's going on? Now it'll let me go up? Jeez, these, I need this, like, I need a hole in the head. Well, I've seen that thing. I think we've seen that thing as well. No, I don't think we have, unfortunately. That's one of those stupid enemies that confuses you. Unfortunately. Does this count as, like, a capture-y enemy as well? I hope not. Why don't you go charging? Not sure whether that counts as one of the enemies I'm supposed to be capturing or not. Probably, and I'm just not doing it. Spend all that time charging just to do that crap. A waste of my and your time is what that is. Now I'm able to go up here all of a sudden, it seems. I was getting confused there. There was like something... Maybe I just saw it wrong, or maybe I was just looking at it wrong or something. Another one of you idiots. I really have no patience for fighting these things. Not right now, anyway. I'm just like, I don't care. I've already caught one of you. I'm happy enough with that. Oh, so yay. This looks like... This is more like it down here. I don't know. Maybe the game was doing something funny, or maybe it was just screwing around with me. I'm not going to fight you either. If I need experience, I'll grind somewhere where it's way easier to defeat the enemies to actually do that. Like, even the Camlands is easier. Like, there are no kind of simple, quick battles here. That's the problem. Like, actually, I found in the Camlands you can do, like, you can grind quite well, because even the Malboras are easier to battle, and you can get good experience even off of, like, overkilling the wasps with Waka gives you better experience faster than if you were doing any of that other crap, so... You know what, you go ahead and attack one of those fish. Holy shit. Like, hasting Waka in those battles just makes it so much easier to do them. I'm so glad I decided to start doing that. It turns like a 5-minute battle into like a 2-minute battle. It literally halves it because Waka is doing the most damage out of anyone here. Mostly because Tidus can't do like the... can't use like the Brotherhood here. Okay. Hit the 3 panels simultaneously. Oh, well that's easy. You go in the green one because you're small. Because you're the smallest one. And you go in that one, I guess. And then Waka, the big boy, you go in the red one. Yeah, go on. It's not gonna bite you. Was that it? Okay, let's see what we're gonna get. Wait a second, where's my chest? Did I not get anything for that? Just look around down here first. Is my chest gonna be here? I'm pretty sure you get a chest for every single one of these. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's like right there. Jesus. Fortune sphere, as if I'm ever going to even use that. Okay. Let's continue here. Surely there can't be like that. Oh, I think you go up that way to finish. But as far as I remember, I have like the sneaking suspicion that there are like more treasures here. After you do that, like after you do that second trial, like more stuff appears. What I'm after doing is I'm after going ahead and putting the Sonic Steel on Tidus because I really don't have any, like, any patience for these battles that I've done before. I still can't figure out what the whole deal was with, what? Lord Ochu, you're here as well? R2-D2, it is you! Mandragora. Pretty sure we'll see him another day. Oh, this is Lord Ochu again. I'm pretty sure, if I remember this place correctly, and I probably don't, but I'm pretty sure like other stuff appears in those other, like paths that we saw on the way. For the sake of LPing, I think like I probably would like turn on no encounters if I could, once I got to the a point where I was like happy with, yeah, look, see, there's a chest. I knew it. I knew something appeared. Plus we didn't... Oh, I thought that was a chest. And there it is. I thought that red rock was a chest, but no. That red rock, I'm pretty sure that's like a weapon for Waka. Pep talk. No. There it is. It's a thing. SOS null from... Yeah, a load of worthless junk is what it is. Is what it is. There we go with that again. Because as I say, like, and I know this is kind of like been the thing I've been talking about, I find it kind of like hard to keep a train of thought going and to really get into my like usual style of LPing with this game and with like with any game like this really, I guess, just because of how you constantly get distracted by explaining stuff, or by like cutscenes, or by having to cut out a battle or any of that kind of stuff. Yeah, look, see, there's like stuff down here now as well, which there wasn't previously. Excuse me, Siri. Siri's like, I'll tap when I'm ready. It's like, no, you won't. I'll squeak when I'm ready. have that like weird like 2-meter water section just to come up here and get these things. The return sphere. Now that can actually be quite useful. Like if we look at like what, well, we can look at what they do on the. We can look at what they do when we do the sphere grid at the end of this video. But it's like then it makes me want to like LP a game where I actually just have lots of downtime where I get to talk without being interrupted. And like the games that I'm thinking of are like that I was thinking of LPing, where I'd love to LP Metroid Prime 2, which just like Metroid Prime was one of like my favorite LPs to do, and does give you like so much downtime to just get to talk about what you want to talk about. And then like there's other games like, let's say, like I really like toyed, funnily enough, with LPing Super Mario Odyssey, like doing like a casual LP of it where I don't get everything. I'd love to LP Breath of the Wild because I think that would just be really relaxing and chilled out, but then like it's extremely long and intimidating to actually commit to doing an LP of that game. The other game I was thinking of LPing, which would be shorter, would be Shadow of the Colossus. I'm gonna go ahead and fight this thing, I might as well, Jesus. Especially since we have like those fire things now. Since we have Lulu, might as well go ahead and mug him. 3 remedies for stealing from that thing? I should probably go ahead and capture him into the bargain. Just in case I need to at some point. He's not taking any turns. Oh yeah, he'll just start poisoning everybody now, but that's not really a big deal. He has so much HP, it's crazy. I'm just gonna switch out to Lulu now. And start doing Firaga on him. This should do probably about 5,000 HP, I'm guessing. Yeah, 5,000, practically 5.5. With Waka and the Fireball. That's why I made sure to keep those, That's why I made sure to keep those, That's why I made sure to keep those elemental things. Ochu dance, don't you be doing stuff like that, please. At least you missed Lulu and Waka. Well, you didn't, really. Well, I have a way to solve this pretty easily. Well, do you know what? I might as well just get Kimari to do it, seeing as he hasn't even taken a turn yet. Might as well just use an Albed Potion, seeing as that solves everything. Well, except blindness, apparently. That's okay, I can use eye drops for that. I've still got to get Yuna and Oron in here, into this battle.
As you wish.
As you wish. Yeah, go on, hit him once, why not? And yeah, you can go ahead and hit him as well. Just so that Tidus will only have to hit him once. So what's this gonna do? Whatever. I want to like keep Yuna out there so I can just Asuna Tidus. He's still blind, isn't he? Or can I just use eye drops? That'd probably be the best thing to do, wouldn't it? I have like 3 of them. Now, is Tidus going to do enough damage to be able to take that thing out? Should I probably maybe get Kimari in here to hit him one more time? Probably. Now, this'll do it. Just in case, just so I know I never have to fight one of those things again if I don't want to. This video is getting up to like 26 minutes. But I don't really care because, oh, I should probably like change his weapon just so I get first strike again. That Sonic Steel is actually so useful. I don't care because I prefer to get this place done now. Like, sooner rather than later.
They'll be upon us soon.
Who?
She has sent fiends to test our summoner's strength.
Who is she?
Unaleska.
Ooh.
Lady Unaleska.
Like she's a
In Xanarkand,
celebrity.
she awaits the arrival of the strongest.
I guess she is a celebrity in
She
Spear
is
terms.
still alive?
As much as Micah and Seymour.
I see.
Lost your nerve.
No. Nothing frightens me now.
Braska would be proud.
Then I must not let him down.
We're like, come on, come on. Oh good, there's like a save point up there. I was like worried there for a second. I was like, hang on a second. Aren't you gonna let me save here? You think I'm gonna fight one of those things? Annoying enemies that just try and confuse you all the time. Okay, well here's our save point up here. So, I'm gonna do the sphere grid now. So if you don't want to see the sphere grid, avert your eyes. Because we've got quite a few sphere levels to do. Move. So what's Kamari's just like trying to keep up with Riku is all it is. I'll show you now the return sphere, why they can be useful. Like the return sphere, return to any previously activated node. So that can be handy if you just kind of want to, like, when you, instead of like going around the next person's sphere grid, if you want to go right back closer to the center, or you want to go back another way, then it can be handy. The teleport ones, they can be extremely handy, especially if I want to, let's say, if Riku finishes her sphere grid and I want to bring her around Tidus's sphere grid instead, that's going to be useful. And the friend sphere, what I might do is I might just teleport to Tidus's location and go backwards around his sphere grid would probably be one thing to do, but because I really like, I love the idea of bringing Riku around Tidus's sphere grid, just because I think that would like the kind of boosts that he gets are exactly the kind of boosts that suit her as a character, and would probably like give her good strength as well. Like you'd still get the agility and evade and things like that. So what's behind here? Probably like strength by 4. How many level 2 key spheres do I have? How many shrimp do you have to eat? Or what is that? Well, level 3. It's not worth it. I don't think so anyway, is it? Those things are so hard to come by. Like, oh, I've got 5 of them? Well, do you know what? When else am I going to use them? How did I end up with 5 of those things? I might as well use it if that's the case. Here I am, like, hoarding 5 level 3 key spheres. What else do I have here? Got, like, these ones, the HP spheres, magic spheres, luck spheres, whatever. Orb! That was so crazy, like, AGDQ, all of that orb stuff. Or just every time you see something that looks remotely like an orb, you just have to say, orb! Like that. Now, what are we working on with Orin here? I want to see what's behind here. Zombie attack? Now, that can actually be quite useful in, like, a specific battle. Do I want it, though? I'm really not sure. What else am I going to use a level 4? Maybe this will just be the video where I use all these, like, random key spheres that I've been hoarding away. I might as well go ahead and you get zombie attack for Oron. And first get the MP to be able to use it. I'm just thinking of like one specific battle where I remember liking to use it, so like if I remember doing that, then it must mean that I usually do go ahead and get that, so it can't be like that big a deal that I do that, because like, if I've done it before, then why not do it this time as well? Just like how it doesn't seem to have bothered me that I don't have like all of those like distill ability and distill crap. Those ones for getting the spheres. Osmose, I was actually wondering why I didn't have that during one of those battles. I ended up using an ether on Waka because in a previous battle, one of those flans was after using Osmose on Waka and stealing all of his MP, and I didn't have any MP to use sleep attack, which I've discovered is the key to defeating those behemoths, is just to make sure to put them to sleep just when they're, like, use Sleep Buster on them with Waka just when they're going to have their turn, and everything is fine then. You have nothing to worry about. Is that the whole thing? Oh no, Yuna. Ironically, Yuna, the most forgettable character of all. Curaga, that'll be useful, I guess. We're getting close to the end of Yuna's sphere grid, I must say, because, like, surely Holy must just be around the corner. Like, I think that's it down there. Is it? Come on, no, regen. Holy, where are you? So I come down around here and then down here. What the hell is this? Pfft, quick pockets, whatever. Must have been a trick Riku taught her when they were growing up. Yeah, Holy is all the way down here. And then you end up going around Riku's sphere grid, which I don't think I'll do. I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to just like share my plans here. Like, how much of Riku's sphere grid do we have left? We come up and we have to go around here. So there's level 3 lock with strength 2 strength by 4, which I'm not going to bother using that. Even though it would be useful for Kamari actually, and I have like 5 of those things, so I might actually go ahead and use it. Strength by 3, and then you have a level 3 lock blocking here to go to Lulu's thing. See, Riku is practically finished, and then what I'd like to do is bring her around Tidus's path as soon as she gets here. Like, bring her around Tidus's path and just get all of his upgrades, and get like the cool support abilities like slow and delay attack and all of those things. Like, I feel like that would be so handy, and probably just bring her around backwards. And then for Yuna, what I'd like to do is bring her around Lulu's sphere grid, because then she gets all the magic upgrades and gets black magic as well, and she'll just be able to go psycho killer on everybody. But that's all to come in the future. For now, we're going way above time for this video, so I'm going to say thank you for watching, see you next time, and bye now.